Imagine having an assistant who's always there, doesn't take a break, and handles those repetitive tasks so you can focus on what matters most, building your business. Small businesses need to be agile and efficient, and that's exactly what AI agents can do. They're not there to replace humans, they're there to make you work smarter and more efficiently. An AI agent is essentially a smart helper that can connect to your systems, it can understand your workflows, and it can perform actions for you based on your instructions. Whether it's answering customer queries or generating reports or scheduling tasks, there's an AI agent that can do this for you. There are many use cases for small businesses. Think about an agent that could answer customer queries, so it could route requests through to the appropriate person. It could scan internal databases to find answers, even draft those replies for a human to review before sending. What about data analysis and reporting? Rather than you poring over dozens and dozens of spreadsheets pulling numbers together, what about an agent that could do that for you and then perhaps produce a draft report output in PDF for a human to review before sending it to the customer? That could save you dozens, if not hundreds of hours of time. We talk to customers quite often about agents, and many have this grand vision of a single agent that can do everything. That really isn't the case, at least not yet. There are a few things that you should consider when you're building an agent. Keep it small, keep it simple. Keep it focused. It has one job. Think of something that you do every day or perhaps every week or maybe every month, something that is repetitive, something with a defined input and a defined output. Rather than pushing all of that work through a human being, try pushing it through an agent and getting it to do the hard work for you. What we're going to look at today is something a little bit different. We're actually going to perform a live build of an agent. So as you know, I produce the YouTube content for Igloo, and it's been an interesting experience. There's a lot to learn, and I was doing some research quite recently on optimizing things like descriptions and titles on YouTube videos. The key to getting someone to watching a video is actually getting them to click on it, and that may sound quite easy, but there's actually quite a lot of science behind it. And I was performing some research on YouTube. I came across one video where one guy had been using ChatGPT to help him produce all of these descriptions and all of this data for his YouTube channel. So I watched the video, and he had about 6 or 7 different prompts that he was using within ChatGPT, all kind of in little pieces all over the place. And I kind of looked at it and thought, I bet I can build an agent that will allow me to perform all of these functions in one go. And that's exactly what I did. So we're going to take a look at a slightly modified version for that for our Regal Rovers, our mobile dog grooming business. So you know the deal. Let's head on over to the computer and take a look. Okay, so here we are in our Copilot interface, and over on the left-hand side, I have my agents. You can see I've already got a YouTube script builder that I use internally, but we're going to create a brand new one. So all I need to do is click on New Agent. So what I can do, I can actually use a description to kickstart the process of building my agent. So I can actually get Copilot to kind of draft that for me, or I can start from one of the templates. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into the Configure tab, and I'm going to do all of this manually so you can kind of see how this all works. So I'm going to give my agent a name, and I'm going to call this Regal Rovers YT Assistant. I'm going to put in a description. So the description doesn't matter in terms of how the agent will operate. That's in the instructions. But if you do share this with colleagues, then it's a good idea to put as much detail into the description as you possibly can so they can understand what it is and what they should be using it for. Okay, so now down to the custom instructions. I have some fairly detailed but also fairly simple instructions. So I'm just going to paste those in and I'll take you through them. Okay, so the instructions for this agent. We produce YouTube videos for Regal Rovers, a mobile dog grooming business based in London. We focus primarily on grooming advice and general dog care. So the instructions are: assist users in creating scripts for YouTube videos based on their input ideas, request the user's video idea if not provided, and use it as the basis for the script. Ensure the script is clear, engaging, and suitable for a YouTube audience. Produce an engaging video title to help with click-through rates. Produce a good quality video description to engage users and encourage video clicking. Produce suggested hashtags. Produce suggested YouTube video tags. Suggestions for engaging thumbnails. Thumbnails and titles, as I've discovered recently, are all key here. They're really, really important, because if no one clicks on your video, no one watches. Avoid generating content that is offensive, harmful, or violates YouTube's guidelines. Probably goes without saying, but we told the agent that anyway. Respond only in English and do not switch languages. Do not generate creative content that's unrelated. Decline requests if it's not about YouTube creation. So that's always a good idea to tell your agent to keep on topic, to stop it kind of losing the plot and going off on a tangent and talking about other things. If the user asks for a different script format, adapt the output structure as requested. Maintain a professional and helpful tone, always a good idea. Produce output that scripts a 5-minute introduction followed by a 5-minute conclusion. Always structure the output as below. So I've used little hashtags there just to kind of break this up into how this is going to be laid out, and you'll see how that will work once we test the agent. 5 different click-worthy SEO-friendly titles for the video. Give a fully optimized SEO-friendly, again, description of the video. Prompt for more detail if you need it. Produce a list of up to 8 hashtags suitable for the video, placing the 3 most important hashtags first. Produce a list of the YouTube video tags suitable for the video. Give suggestions for click-worthy video thumbnails, and feel free to ask to generate images as suggestions. So then I have my introduction, produce a quick 2 to 3 minute intro, and always include a hook within the first 30 seconds or so to draw in the viewer's attention. Give some background and context about the topic. Then produce a detailed script. So a 10-minute script for the topic, including suggestions for shots and camera directions, and then a conclusion. It sounds quite complicated, but just kind of think about what the end goal is here, what you want the output to be. Always be very clear to Copilot what your expectations are, how you want it to behave. Okay, so I'm going to go down to knowledge. I'm not going to apply any internal specific knowledge here at all, but I am going to click on the search all websites. So that'll allow it to kind of go out onto the internet and find content for me. Switch that on. Create documents, charts and code. I don't want it to do that. I just want it to output text content for me. But I would like it to create images. So I'm going to click that on there. And then I've got a suggested prompt. So when I fire up the agent, I want a placeholder that I can just put my topic in at the end, and it will just generate my my script for me. Script help. So then I just paste in my message, which says create a script for a YouTube video talking about, and then we've got topic in square brackets, which the user will replace with their own content. If I had other suggested prompts I wanted to put in the agent, I could add those in here as well. In this case, I don't want any, so I'm just going to remove those, and our agent will just have one suggested prompt. Just remember that that suggested prompt is that it is just a suggestion. You don't have to use it. You can just type in your own content, but it's quite a good idea to kind of have something in there so your users know how to get started. Okay, shall we test it? All I need to do to test that is click on my suggested prompt, create a script for a YouTube video talking about grooming a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. And here we can see the outputs coming along very, very nicely. It's kind of formatted all of this for me. So let's just see what it's done. Here's a complete YouTube package for your video, grooming a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. It's given me some SEO friendly and click-worthy titles. Of course, I don't need to take these, but they're here for inspiration. Cavalier grooming guide, keep that coat shiny and healthy. Not bad. The video description. So when I've uploaded my video, I can just copy and paste that into YouTube and it will use that. What you'll learn, best brushes, how often to groom them. Yeah, that's all good. Some suggested hashtags and YouTube video tags. Brilliant. Love it. It's even given me some suggestions for thumbnails as well. Got the hook. Does your Cavalier King Charles Spaniel coat get tangled or look dull? Don't worry, you're not alone. Today I'm going to show you how to keep that gorgeous silky coat looking at its best with some easy grooming tips. And then we've got some context there. And then I've got a detailed 10-minute script. It has given me the camera angle suggested. Fantastic. Absolutely love that. And then it's given me the conclusion as well, so how to wrap up my video. So all I would need to do with this, I could work on this, I could refine that with the team, I could pass it on to them, and they could kind of start filming that video. But what if I wanted to generate the thumbnails? Follow that up. Should I generate the AI thumbnails now? Yes. So generate the thumbnails, and the Copilot image processor will kick in. So we've got thumbnail 1. Thumbnail 2, thumbnail 3. Would you like to generate the other two as well? Well, let's see how it does with the first one, and that'll take around 30 seconds. There we go, groom like a pro, and a picture of a lovely Cavalier King Charles Spaniel there. Thumbnails. And there we go. What a transformation indeed. Amazing transformation. So Copilot, this time it's put some text in there, and we've gone from a rather scruffy looking dog to a pampered pooch there. Fantastic. It's a really, really simple use case, but it does show the power of what you can actually build using an agent with just a few short prompts. You give it some specific instructions about what you want it to do, how you want it to behave. Of course, those images there, you may want to take those and upload them directly into YouTube, or you may want to use them as inspiration. But it's really great that Copilot can kind of just generate those for you, and it might come up with things that you hadn't actually thought of before. So building an AI agent isn't just about technology. It's about creating time for what matters most, building your business. By automating those routine tasks and delivering actionable insights, it gives small businesses an advantage that they simply haven't had before. The best part is that technology is at all of our fingertips. But if you're struggling and you'd like some help, you want to talk to an expert, then head on over to our website at iglootech.com. It is linked down in the description. Fill out that contact form and we'd love to talk to you.